great news. There are wins out there everywhere today. I mean, so I just decided to do one stream. I had other responsibilities to take care of earlier today, but I'm just going to do this one stream and I'm going to catalog 4 great wins. So I saw Jim, I saw your comment. Thank you so much for shopping My Pillow. I'm going to mention really quickly too. They called me today, and they keep running crazy deals for my audience. Check this out. I'm going to see if I can hold this up. Look at this. Now on the mypillow.com/lumberjack page, look at that deal over on the right-hand side. Might be your left. I don't know. Those sandals, those white slide sandals, $9.50. It's nuts. I'm telling you. I just, and that's all because you guys have been doing so. I guess buying product from them and utilizing my promo code. Now they set us up with even better deals. But what they had was an overstock on that. I think that dealt with that whole, cancel culture deal with the retail stores. And so they've got a bunch of these extra $9.50. Still free shipping on orders over $75 and other big sale items too, the mattress toppers. You just got to go check it out. mypillow.com/lumberjack. Enough on that. But here's the deal, folks. Okay, I'm going to start with this story. I'll lead you into the bigger stories because I just want to let a few more people jump on. There's only 643 on right now. So again, just please smash that like and do chat in with where you're from. So I'm going to start with the first one. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson withdraws political support for Joe Biden in 2024 and says that he regrets endorsing Biden in 2020. He went on Fox and Friends and said this. I mean, I understand people are like, well, who cares what The Rock says? Well, unfortunately, people, I hate to tell you, but a lot of people do. I'm just telling you, I don't want it to matter, but a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, whatever he says, he fishes for bass and he endorses Joe Biden. Let's go. But he regrets endorsing Biden in 2020. So listen to this. I'll give you this story really quick, and then we'll get into the other ones. In a recent interview with Fox News' Will Cain, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, once an avid supporter of Joe Biden, has expressed regret over his 2020 endorsement and stated he will not be endorsing Biden for the upcoming 2024 presidential election. Johnson, along with everyone who supported Joe Biden, is complicit in the destruction of the U.S. today. This is out of the Gateway Pundit. I love how they write. This is Hoff too, so he always writes like that. Johnson has been a vocal critic of former President Trump and was seen as part of the broader Hollywood contingent that supported Democratic candidates. But here's the deal. He's not endorsing Trump. He's just not endorsing Biden. In fact, what he's doing, people, this is so beautiful. Tell me if you don't think more Hollywood people should do this. He's not endorsing anyone. He said he's going to stop endorsing politicians. Give Dwayne "The Rock" a hand clap, people, because this is big. He might just be saving his skin, honestly. He might be like, whoa, this Joe Biden sucks so bad. I want to keep a few fans around. Anyways, please smash that like. A bunch more people on now. Thank you so much for joining, and thanks for hitting the like button there. But listen to this. I do want to say this is a wild statement from him. He said, our country is crippled and on its knees, begging to be heard and pleading for change. Where is our compassionate leader? The leader who unifies and inspires our country at our most painful time when we need it the most. The leader who steps up and takes full accountability for our country and embraces every color in it. The leader who picks our country up off its knees and says, you have my word, we got this, and together change will happen. Where are you? Because we're all here. Maybe one day that galvanizing leader will emerge. Either way, the process to change has already begun, Johnson wrote in his caption. So, people, again, he just asked this big, long question. Who is that leader? Who is that? Just in the comments, type in the name, who you think that leader might be, because I have an idea. Because the great unifier right now, okay, the great unifier has been identified. No one is uniting people better than Donald J. Trump right now. That's why Black Americans, Hispanic Americans, he's winning all these minority votes in epic fashion because Trump is the great uniter now. And I always talked about Trump being a wrecking ball, and he was, and I felt he was the right man for the job because of that, because it just tore everything wide open. Okay, that's why I like this, because it needed to happen because the rift was so bad out there in liberal la la land. I mean, look at what they're trying to do. It's nuts. Okay, so I'm going to move on from Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but I think that is a big story because it certainly helps with these people who follow around these actors. Here's a big one though. Listen to this. Judge Eileen Cannon has rejected Jack Smith's demands of her to hurry her jury instructions and ordered it as unprecedented and unjust. So, give you a little bit of background on this if you haven't been following the Cannon-Smith case quite closely. But Judge Eileen Cannon on Thursday rejected Trump's motion to dismiss the classified documents case based on the Presidential Records Act. So, I got to address that first because a lot of people were really disappointed. I mean, she didn't dismiss the case, but if you read, she's going to follow this through. Doug in Exile is in the house. Holy cats. To what do I owe this great honor, Doug? Actually, he just tried to call me. I had to hang up because it was, anyways. Hey, Doug, smash that man. If you guys don't know Doug in Exile, I know we get a lot of crossover audience, but, he's got some great videos over there, Doug in Exile. So anyhow, so Cannon has now denied 2 of Trump's motions to dismiss Jack Smith's lawfare case playing out in federal court in Florida. So she is saying that case is going to play out, okay? But here's the thing. If you look at everything she is doing in this case, this isn't a death knell just because she's not dismissing the case. She's actually got it set up to keep that case going forward. But the thing that Jack Smith is so upset about were those 2 options for jury instructions. And I'm sure many of you know about that, but I'll just kind of I'm going to give you the wording on the 2 options really quick. The first option is in a prosecution of a former president for allegedly retaining documents in violation of 18 U.S.C. 793E, a jury is permitted to examine a record retained by a former president in his or her personal possession at the end of his or her presidency and make a factual finding as to whether the government has proven beyond a reasonable doubt that it is personal or presidential using the definition set forth in the Presidential Records Act. Okay. The second option, a president has sole authority under the PRA, that's Presidential Records Act, okay, to categorize records as personal or presidential during his or her presidency. Neither a court or a jury is permitted to make a review such a categorization decision. Although there's no formal means in the PRA by which a president is to make that categorization, an outgoing president's decision to exclude what he or she considers to be personal records from the presidential records transmitted to the National Archives and Records Administration constitutes a president's categorization of those records as personal under the PRA. So she is basically saying here that, these could be claimed to be personal. And I see I got a super chat here. I want to just get that. JP said, Jenna Ellis right now must feel like the employee who did not play in the office lottery pool when the office pool won. I'm smashing the like on that, JP. Here's my Jenna Ellis impersonation. I'm sorry, I'm doing it again. Everybody loves it. If I'd only known that what I don't know. She said, anyways, I'm going to do a live stream with Doug, by the way, folks. There's Doug. Doug super chatted me. Thanks, Doug. Jack Smith sits when he pees and stands when he poops. Oh my gosh, Doug, that's Doug's first super on a live stream, and I got Doug to Naples' first super ever on a live stream. Oh, Doug. Winning, Doug. So, anyways, yeah, we're planning a live stream together. By the way, if you did not see, Doug did an interview with Harrison Floyd, and you guys know, I've been talking about Harrison Floyd a lot in the Georgia case down there, in the RICO case. Doug interviewed him. So if you have not seen that, you've got to go watch Doug's interview with Harrison Floyd. Okay. So Cannon seems inclined to push the case to trial, but is basically asking if she can stack the deck So Trump wins, CNN legal analyst Norm Eisen said. MSNBC's legal reporter Jordan Rubin responded with, Judge Eileen Cannon is at it again. So anyhow, they're upset on the left, but Julie Kelly said that the shorter version of this is GFY. So, I mean, if you're not following Julie Kelly on Twitter, you're missing it. X, whatever. Anyways, so that Cannon said, listen to this. I'm just going to read the one sentence here. Separately, to the extent the special counsel demands an anticipatory finalization of jury instructions prior to trial, prior to a charge conference, and prior to the presentation of trial defenses and evidence, the court declines that demand as unprecedented and unjust. I love it. So anyways, that's the thing on that. But here's another great one, people, because all these Trump cases are falling apart, every single one of them. Okay. And what's interesting about that is if you would have looked at this, let's say, oh gosh, how long ago when everybody was pleading out? I mean, I could kind of start losing track of time here, but I think it was towards the end of last year when Jenna Ellis was pleading, Sidney Powell was pleading. They got 4 plea deals. Everything was stacking up in the Georgia case. The left was just so excited. We're going to take him down, right? Judge Engoron's ruling. I'll just say it like that. His lousy ruling. And then you had, on top of that, the E. Jean Carroll crap. And then Trump got the reduction there. On the one trial, he's got a pending appeal with the other. He's got the Georgia case completely falling apart due to Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. And then you've got this. Trump files recusal motion to remove Judge Juan Merchan from Stormy Daniels' hush money trial over daughter's Democrat-connected work. This was all exposed by none other than Laura Loomer over on X. And Juan everything's coming out with him and his daughter. Adam Schiff is paying his daughter, Juan Merchan, and they get together. They've got Trump behind bars on the profile picture, his daughter, all of this. And it reminds me so much of the case with Judge Engoron as well, because his wife had all these anti-Trump tweets, Trump in a jumpsuit, looking good in jail, all this kind of garbage. And what happened was that got exposed as well. And so on appeal, these judges are whacked. I just want you to know that. I don't believe that these judges, like Engoron was never going to rule right. Okay. Thanks, Jason. Wyoming. I want to go out there hunting elk. But the thing with that is that they're not going to give you positive rulings, but there are appeals. And you can even see in that appeal with Engoron how Trump, even though, he still had to pay out $175 million, it was still a big win because it was basically telling the original court that you are way out of line here, okay? And you can see all the lawfare stacking up against Trump. But listen to this. President Trump on Friday filed a motion requesting that the judge overseeing the Stormy Daniels hush money case be recused because of his daughter's political work. The judge's daughter, Lauren Merchan, is a far left, she is far left, people, political operative who worked for the Biden-Harris campaign. The media has infantilized 34-year-old Lauren Merchan in an effort to attack Trump's First Amendment protected speech. Yeah, she's 34 years old, and they're treating her like she's a baby. A baby. She's Barron Trump is we're able to go after him when he's 18, but this judge's daughter, oh my gosh, how dare Trump do that? She's 34 years old, people. And she's working for the Biden campaign, Biden-Harris. She's working for Adam Schiff. She's working for all these people, and we're supposed to go like, oh, yeah, that's just, don't want to say anything about that. Death threats to the judge, I'm sure. Death threats to the judge. Come on, man. Who gets more? Here, let me ask this question to my chat. Who do you think gets the most death threats out there in politics? Who do you think probably has more death threats raining down on them than anybody else in politics right now? It's ridiculous. They act like, oh no, 34 is their IQ. You know, I just don't. I like. Do they expect us to buy this crap? I mean, obviously they do. Somebody else had super chatted. I saw a total pop up there. $2.99 from Thrifty Flipper, a super sticker. Thank you so much. All right, I wanted to just acknowledge that quickly. But I think Trump probably gets more death threats than these judges. And then, you know, the 34, come on. But anyways, so Trump has filed an order for removal of this communist, basically. Lauren Mershon's firm, Authentic Campaigns, Inc., has received tens of millions of dollars from Democrats who want to take Trump down. And according to the New York Post, Lauren Mershon helped Democrats raise $93 million off her father's case. They've been using this. This all goes back to like Engoron's son doing the same thing. This is nuts. Anyways, and here, the last big story, the latest polls. Again, I like to give you guys these poll updates. Rasmussen general election, people. General election poll. Rasmussen reports Trump plus, you fill in the number. I'm going to give you a couple others. Well, I see how many of you get this number because it's a whopper, way outside of the margin of error. General election, Trump versus Biden from Emerson. They've got Trump as +1. Even when you add in all the other candidates, still Trump +1. Then we have, let's see, 8. People got it. 8. He's up 8 points. 8 points in the Rasmussen poll. Thank you. I knew it. Somebody would get it. +8, people. This is wild. But here, I'll give you another really good one. So this one I want to give you some analysis on, because the University of Marquette, Wisconsin, this is the same poll that had Biden +17 within a week of the 2020 election. Biden +17 was that number. And right now, general election, Trump versus Biden from the Marquette poll, which was off by 16 points, you know, dealing with everything else going on in that contest, let's say, has it at a tie. Does that mean Trump's +16 in Wisconsin now? I just love this stuff. You have to look at these polls and then have a little history with them and understand who's and understand who did the poll, and have the background there to be able to extrapolate the data out of these, because they're so skewed, people. They're so skewed. So we've got all that going on. But I still can't believe, and people, I don't know who these people are, but I do know that some people approve of Joe Biden's job. Okay, I know that that's real, but who are these? I mean, so let's just say this much. Let me, it says it's 40-60. 40% approve of Joe Biden. Who are these people? I honestly go around and ask everybody how things are going. I mean, I'm at the gym. There's even liberals there. Nobody's saying Joe Biden's doing a good job. Where are they finding 40% that say Joe Biden's doing such a great job? We got a super chat here. I want to get to that real quick. JP. Here, I'm going to pull it up on my computer, JP, and I'll read that. Sorry, I'm just going to do it this way because it goes by on the phone too fast. I'm just doing this live off my phone. JP says, we needed the last 3 years to happen to realize the evil. You are right. This is right. This chat, everybody go heart JP's chat because this is real. If Trump overcame the steal in 2020, look at what we would not have learned and how much more forfeited the forces against us. Yeah, it's a real thing, people, that if we didn't have these last 3 years, America would still be blind, so many of them. And I'm talking about, look, there is a cadre of far left Looney Tune blue hairs that are going to vote for Joe Biden no matter what. And I saw somebody's comment said, yeah, but at what cost? I get that. I really do. I really do. But here's the thing. What's the cost of limping along versus the cost of facing the realities, yanking the veil back, yanking the curtain back, and seeing just how bad it is and how badly we need to correct it. What's the cost of not having that curtain torn? I mean, honestly, ask yourself that question. I think that's a better question to ask right now. Because although I understand the other question, at what cost? What would the cost be if that didn't happen? I don't think we'd have the people waking up. I don't. Okay. Do me a favor, smash that like button if you would, bunch of y'all. And again, go check out, I got to mention this again because this is a hot deal, folks. Look at this. If you go to, this is the mypillow.com/lumberjack page, right there on the page. Look at that flash sale. $9.50 for the slide sandals. Those are basically like those Crocs slide sandals. I mean, that's a steal. That's a steal. That's a ridiculous deal. And then if you get a few other things, you can get free shipping. I mean, the best bed sheet ever, the 4-pack dish towels, those just got restocked. I know people were saying they couldn't get them. Stuff is freaking deals are nuts. Look at this. I think he's got the mattress, the MyPillow mattress on sale. Big sale there. Anyways, dog beds, blankets, all of it. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Lumberjack Logic. If you just jumped on stream, go back. There's some other good stories on there. But, I want to show you guys one other thing. So I typically, just so you know, MidasGoldGroup.com, typically I get bullion. Look at this, though. I picked one of these up just to show you. They do this graded coin stuff, too. So I just ordered one of these. Look at this. Look at how clean that thing is. Okay, and that's not as clean as you can get them. This is a PCGS MS62, 1886 silver dollar, Morgan silver dollar. You can get those over there as well. MidasGoldGroup.com. Text Lumberjack 232-425 or call them at 480-360-3000, folks. I do believe in real money right now. We have an economic system that is just mind-numbingly. Right now, the price-to-earnings ratio on the stock market is at 28. That's historically high. It was over 30 just a little while ago. That's the amount of time that the price, the earnings take to catch up to the price. So I guess to give you just a simple example, say the earnings were $5 per share. Well, at 28 times, and this is the average, people, that stock would be $140. I don't know how that works. How does that last? How does that last? Somebody said something about MS65 are the money coins. Yeah, no, that's not the finest grade. I just wanted to show you that they do graded coins. I mean, there's MS70. Here, I'll show you another cool coin. Just because, since you brought it up. I got a number of things from them, but look at this. This is a proof. This is a proof, a Silver Eagle proof from 1986. 1986 Silver Eagle proof. So, and then this is like a sleeve of Silver Eagles. They're closed up and everything, but you get 20 Silver Eagles in a sleeve. Anyways, that's what I got from them this last order. So I just get a little bit, just keep ordering it. I don't know. I figure if I get a little bit each month. What? Somebody said, oh my gosh, Sheldon Hall found a silver nickel today in a coin roll. That's like winning. That's winning, Sheldon. Yeah, silver is. It's up, I don't know, somewhere around 15% in the last week. Somewhere right in that realm. Over 10% anyways. Gold went up a bunch too. So I don't know. I just buy some. I don't ever want to have to use it. I've told you guys that. I don't ever want to have to use it. I don't. I mean, it might be best for us because this fiat currency needs to fall, but I mean, imagine what that means. Our dollar is just trash. That's what it means if I have to use those coins. So anyways, I love y'all. Keep fighting the good fight, man. I know it can get discouraging out there. It can get disheartening, but don't get discouraged. Don't get disheartened. Despair is not of God. It's not. I can tell you personally, despair is not of God. Okay? All right. Thanks so much for listening. We'll catch you on the next episode. Peace out.